So it's like, well, what triggers you? What sets you off online? Some people, it's just a social media account that they're following. So meaning like you are following or looking up someone else's work, and every time you look at their work, you get mad, your blood boils. You're like, I can't believe that person is saying that, right? And they get all upset. I talk with other health coaches and integrative health practitioners and doctors. They're like, I can't believe that person, they say ego-based things, that person has so many followers. I can't believe that person said that about fitness or health. That's so wrong. And they get all upset. And I'll just ask them, like, how do you even know that they said that? They're like, well, I follow them. I'm like, you get so upset at this person every single day, and yet you follow them? Do they know that they're following you? Probably not, right? So you are drinking that poison right yourself, right? You are drinking the stress yourself when all you need to do, and this is step number 2, is unfollow many of those triggers online that set you off. So if you know that starting your day reading all the headlines of the news really sets you off and you head down a rabbit hole reading all sorts of different articles that you're just not happy reading, that's a trigger that we need to not do, or take a 3-week sabbatical from doing, rewire the mind, come back, view it differently, maybe with a little bit more of an open mind. Or you set it for a time of the day that enables you to not upset the rest of your day, right? There are different ways of doing this. So my recommendation, first, become wildly self-aware of what are your stress triggers or any type of emotional base where it just makes you unhappy, because we don't need to compound that unhappiness. There's enough unhappiness. We don't need to create more. And the second is online, unfollow the accounts that stress you out. Literally do not look at them. Follow accounts that put a smile on your face. There are a lot of motivational accounts out there. There are a lot of accounts that just are your interests. Follow more of those. I think that's a huge tip for a lot of people. Or better yet, stop using social media in general. If you don't need to use it for your work, you can just stop using it. I know many people that have. They're better for it. I am okay with social media. I have no real issues with it. I can direct message with people, I can comment, I can post on there, and I'm good. But one of the reasons why I think I feel that way is I'm on for 10 minutes 3 times a day. That's how I do my social media. I am on there commenting, seeing what's going on. Luckily, I have an amazing team that posts for me. And then I go back into my direct messages. Hey, what are people saying? Okay, here's where you can find out more information about this. I'm not writing the Gettysburg Address to people. I'm writing, a sentence. I can't respond to 100 people with a huge paragraph, but I can at least tell them, hey, here's something else to look into. Here's where to get started, right? So I use it as a way of like, hey, this is a way for me to reach more people that I wouldn't have had before, and I enjoy that. I enjoy talking with other people there, and I fully understand it's not a true conversation. It's definitely not a consultation, and I'm just trying to give out a little bit more tips that maybe they wouldn't have got before, and I just share them. Hey, here's the next step on your journey. That's it, right? So I look at it differently. But if you don't need to use social media, then again, I stopped using Twitter a long time ago. I'm on there. My podcast goes out every day on it, but you won't find me on Twitter. I find Twitter to be a bit of a mess, right? People are just arguing and yelling back and forth. I have no interest in that whatsoever. So if Instagram or anything like that ever turns out to be the same, then I'll leave those too. Like, I have no loyalty to any of these. And certainly I'm not going to ruin my own mental health to use a social media platform created by big tech in order to just get us to spend more of our time on it, right?